I'm Staff Sergeant Josh Hauser, and on this edition of Command Performance, we got you backstage passes at the 930 Club in Washington, D.C. Great venue, especially if you're trying to have a reunion tour, and that's exactly what this band's going to do tonight. We're going backstage with Alice in Chains.
Jerry, the song that you wrote, Rooster, I can't tell you guys how many times we listened to that song in Iraq, and you know, our guys in Afghanistan, I'm sure it's the same deal.
Yeah.
Now I know that it was a story, it was based off, you know, pretty personal story about your dad's experience.
Yeah. We've had a lot of people come up and say listening to your music got me through some really tough times or whatever, and obviously some of the music is, it's pretty raw stuff. And you know, my father was a Vietnam vet and did multiple tours with Vietnam, and actually we have military all through here, you know.
Yeah.
And so we're all kind of Army kids, or service kids, and you know, it was pretty rough when he came back, and I think it had affected him. It affected him pretty severely, as I'm sure it would anybody, and so I kind of grew up with my mother and my grandmother kind of raising me, and I didn't see my dad a whole lot, and I had a lot of, you know, like any young kid, you know, you have kind of, you know, misconceptions of maybe some problems with your dad or whatever, and I think that song was me realizing I was becoming a man, and I kind of put myself in his shoes and try to figure, like, if I would have done it any better, and I can't say that I would, let alone even make it through the war, you know what I mean? So it was kind of me understanding him, and I wrote that song, and I gave it to him, and I remember, and I really wanted to see, you know, what he thought about that. I asked him if I got close, and he's like, you got too close, you know? That's right on the head. We've met service guys all over the world, you know, and that song speaks to them directly, you know, as a soldier and in the experience of war, you know, and so that's a pretty fulfilling thing too, to be able to, for that to be able to carry on not only to fans but also to soldiers, people that make that sort of a commitment.
Do you feel that's just what music does? Is it just speaks out to people, no matter what the content comes from one person, but somebody else is receiving it?
Music is cool, man. It allows you to be. It allows you to be part of something bigger than just yourself.
So you guys are working with the Wounded Warriors a bit. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Was it?
Yeah, we have some of the soldiers from Walter Reed down here today. We were gonna make
57.
Yeah, we were gonna make a trip down to the hospital, but this is like the first day, so luckily some of them were able to
make it down here.
Yeah.
So we just met with them, and they're gonna be here tonight at the show.
Yeah.
You guys got back together in 2005 for was a benefit concert for the tsunami victims, and I happened to be in Thailand and Sri Lanka at the time after that happened.
Wow.
At the time, were you guys looking at doing that specifically for the benefit concert, or did you know that you wanted to get back together and work and
no,
put some up?
Strictly for that.
All Sean's fault.
It was strictly for that. But do you feel it was such a impacting thing that you felt like you had to do something?
I think that was the cool part of it is that so many people came to the table, right? You know, I mean, there was like everybody was like going, "Hey, man," you know, and that was kind of an uplifting thing to see people care. But the humanity of that was really cool, and Sean put this really great thing together, and we got together with friends and had a good time and raised some funds and actually kind of started that process of playing those songs.
And then by doing that, people saw that and they were like, "Hey, do you think you'd maybe entertain the thought of playing here, there?" Kind of just organically grew to standing here talking about a record.
The long-awaited release of Black Gives Way to Blue. What can fans expect to hear coming out of this?
11 new songs.
Yeah. All kinds of songs.
So it's a good mix of everything?
Cross-section of all the sonic kind of earmarks that this band has become known for, you know, with a twist, obviously.
If there's anything that you would like to say to the troops out there who can't be here tonight, who aren't going to be able to see you for a while,
sure,
could you just have at it and let them know what you...
We appreciate everything that you guys do for us, and we got a lot of love for you, man, so...
You're not forgotten.
Yeah, definitely not.
You're not forgotten.
Yeah, get home safe.
If you want to see this Command performance again or any of our others, check us out at PentagonChannel.mil.